I think leaving you to solve your own problems is good in some cases because it makes you more aware of things and then you know what to do and what not to do.
They should help you out if you need help, but you know some parents are quite meddling.
If they smother you too much, then you can go off the rails anyway.
I was a bit overprotective, I think, at times, but I think I've learned a little bit now to step back a little bit.
We want our teens to think for themselves, but it's a worrying time for them at the moment, and it may be worrying for you also, but we've got to let them go and let them make their own mistakes.
I think it's a gradual process of letting go and giving up some of your control gradually.
The only way they're going to learn is for them to try it out for themselves.
You have a process by which you plan to gradually allow your children more freedom. So at a particular age you say, okay, well at this age you can go to the shops by yourself, providing you're back at this particular time, providing you ring me at this particular time, and then if all goes well, you can slightly let your guard down even more. It's about developing trust.
When I got to a certain age, as long as I told them where I was and if I was home at the right time and if I didn't abuse their trust, then it sort of grew from there.
What you want is to ask them what their views are and then to be able to encourage them to challenge their own ways of thinking with suggestions that you put in rather than a kind of authoritarian, I'm telling you this because I know best.
I don't want to accuse you.
Sometimes it's through the talking and the reflecting and the discussing that you can actually encourage children to find their own way through.
The way that they may choose to solve their issues may not be the same way that you may choose to solve your issues or problems. So it's about being flexible and basically allowing them to experiment. Let them know that the most important thing is that they've tried to solve the issue and things don't always go right the first time round. They may actually be feeling foolish or ashamed and, you know, mistakes happen, it's a fact of life and there's nothing to feel embarrassed about. And maybe to help them with that, sharing your own story.
What you want is children to be given an opportunity to reflect on things that happen and to talk through issues as and when they arrive.
Let your children know that you're always there for them, regardless of their failures or successes.
Maybe stepping back a bit was great because I did learn loads, but then I think parents' guidance needs to be there, and I think maybe don't step back too much, if that's what I would say to a parent.
I think it's a really hard balance to strike because as a teenager I was really stubborn. I didn't want to hear anything my parents had to say.
Sometimes I think she gets in a bit too much, but most of the time I think it's okay for her to worry because I'm her child.
It may be difficult to actually see your children make mistakes, but try not to jump in too early and clear up any mess. Allow them to do that for themselves so they can learn from their own mistakes.
And it's through that confidence and developing the self-esteem in young people that they become adults that are able to cope with the range of things that life throws at them.